Oh yeah, I'm finding the bodies. Okay. I didn't remember what I was doing. It's been a minute. Are they in the art room? I hope not. That'd be very grotesque.
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to? I don't know.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Nobody knows. Huh? The door must be locked. Break it down! Break down that door. Like, you can't just lock that. What the heck? In my own damn house? No, thank you. No dead bodies. Baby. Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. How you mean? I found them. Fumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository. Freddy told Hina and Sakura, go on ahead. Bodies were in the repository? I'm still looking around. I don't care. No! Where the frick is there a... Huh? Is that locked door I just looked at? It sure is. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked? Then I have no choice but to go inside. Oh, so they just didn't want me to see them. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... Oh no. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next oh. Yeah! I was going to hand them out while you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It's really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class
See
trial.
ya later.
Oh, there's a bunch of hammers missing, so... Ugh. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead! Gone forever! They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. Tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I?
What the fuck?
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming? Hifumi! Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
Its memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
Dots. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for a second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again.
Come here, baby.
This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. He literally said Yasuhiro killed him. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. I think that's how you say it, Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going as far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death, the trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. Dots. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. Dots. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon, the hammers. Dots. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem after all. The events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. Dots.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. What question? You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial?
speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would be an abstract It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So, in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
Well,
Okay, let me take this as an opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person.
well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend Genocide Jack.
what?
I'm offended! When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Dots.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. When the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me a murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing
so
again.
then,
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless in the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Oh god, is Kyoko an accomplice? I really hope not. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, though some are more like mallets. Mallets! Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Oh! How strange! Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved? Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. He really is. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third. And all without anyone noticing. How the hell? Dots. It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal energy was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which is laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait? Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling something's different? Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Hifumi's glasses. Oh, that's so strange! What do you have to say about this, Baka? Kuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died. Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the curse? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? Dots. The other thing that bothers me is why they bothered killing two people. Because all the rule says is you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay? Dots.
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Yeah, I want to know. I'm confused. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. Oh! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? It was! And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? So they used that to roll Taka's body in here. But then they couldn't have carried Hifumi's body up here. Unless Kyoko moved his body in here and the other guy moved Hifumi's body in here. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside of the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Oh. I guess there's more for me to look at? Or do I just need to talk to you two? I guess just talk. There are many aspects of the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help? Yes. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go looking for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Kuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the second floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the first floor, then resumed our search, but not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back to the second floor where we split up and began searching. Is Celeste the second person? Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the third floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the third floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so I headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. It's fucking her! Celeste has gotta be the second person, right? At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, Yu, Kuya, and Toko pursued the suspect on the third floor. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the third floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Kuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then me, you, and Kuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone. Then we remembered we had to abandon the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating this or something? This time Tako's body had disappeared. So from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found their bodies. We all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Alright, so I think Hiro definitely killed them. And I think Celeste is his accomplice.
So,
Ooh, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared. So me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Yeah. The door can only be locked from the inside of the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura were both confirmed that the door was locked after the search for the bodies began. I also discovered that. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from the inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone into the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. So that certain someone... Hina claims there's no way someone could have beat them to the repository. Was it the killer who's still roaming free, or was it one of the victims? Repository door has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. If it was one of the victims, it would have stayed locked, though. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. I think I'm going to try Taka's first, just because it's right there. There's definitely like a second person. It makes no sense though, unless it's like Celeste just being like, they're not ruining my chances of staying here, like I'm comfortable. Cause like, she is weirdly like, all we have to do is adapt. You just adapt. Now she's like, this gets rid of 3 of the people who are annoying me. Maybe. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Some kind of tire marks going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. Which reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. What do you have to say? I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an untimely rare event. Yeah. This tart. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. You did? Taka's body may have been moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that definitely should have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? He was on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way. I think I already read that. Justice Hammer 4. Body was moved, but the murder weapon was. Alright. I think I'm done. And I need to go to the nurse's station. My sweet baby. Fun! Because Hifumi is also in the library. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. No. Okay. Well. It was worth a look. Hello, Celeste. I'm quite suspicious of you right now. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Can't look at the blood or anything. Oh, is there anything in the trash can? It's just a normal trash can. Oh wait, there's something inside. I knew it! It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. What if? Okay, what if Hifumi is the second partner. He helped Hiro kill Taka. And then Hiro killed Hifumi after they got the body hidden. And so Hifumi was just pretending until they left. And then he took off up the stairs to help, what's-his-face. And then when they both got into that room, Hiro was like, alright, bet you can't tell nobody if you're dead. Whack. And he whacked him, and then he was dead. And so Hifumi was the accomplice, but now Hifumi's dead. I think I'm right. Cause like that's obviously Hifumi's glasses cleaning thing. I don't know what the fuck he thought was gonna happen though. Like what? What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Or you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
See.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? I think Hifumi moved himself. When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office,
Yes,
right?
Indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the truth. I definitely think Hifumi was not killed here. It just looked like he was killed here. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Oh. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship ship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression. I mean, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt and I don't owe you any more explanation. You have repaid nothing. I don't... Yes, Hiro's message has been added. So he said to go to Hiro's room, but was waiting for me there. Oh no. Oh, I'm scared. What is hiding? What's waiting? I don't know anything. Kiyotaka. Poor Kiyotaka. Poor Mondo. Oh no. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Kuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Oh wow. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? What are these boxes? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Robo... what? That's not his writing. So yeah, it's definitely gotta be... what's his face? I soundlessly check the bathroom. Dots. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Ew! It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. What is over here? What is over here? No, it's saying there's something right here. Or maybe it's just talking about the door. Yeah, I don't see anything else. So. Makoto, big news, what's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done, there's more big news. Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Hifumi is definitely his second. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind. Dots. Kyoko, and... Man, I have had the worst day. Dots. Hiro? You're just gonna come right out and say that?
Huh? Oh,
Yeah,
Makoto.
duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. What? Why? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Buddy. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed up in the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. Still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace. There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind. Never mind. More importantly. She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know how people might think... Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, I don't even know how that happened, and then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care, do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you. Well,
Let me out of here!
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I actually can't get it off. I need a little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all wrong!
I didn't make the stupid frickin' thing.
Seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy, I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice, let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, hold on a second.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent, the blueprints were in your room as well.
Okay.
In other words, it's obvious to everyone that you made this costume. It's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Would it be...
And it's obvious the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
Terrible!
was Hiro. Should we tie him up and gag him? Girl.
Just the worst.
Good idea, we won't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on guys, I think that's going a little far. For a murderer? No,
That's
it's
right.
not. He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Yes, you do. You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
Insane!
You're the only one who can wear this costume, so who else could possibly be the costume attacker? Blah blah. How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Not missing a beat, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh! See? Look!
See?
See how loose it is?
Oh.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right?
What moment?
I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arm's too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
The worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
Terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume. Kyoko. You're disappointing me, girlfriend. Dots. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then perhaps...
Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you're quite protective of her, yes? Yeah, that's my girl. It's because she's helped me out so much up till now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. Dots. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto? Who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please?
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that are
How
killed,
about that?
that's it. I know who did
So
it.
then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi are fighting over Alter Ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30% right.
Just means Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it. I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? Telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so
I know. That note. No.
Good.
Someone slipped a weird note under my door. Oh? And here's what it said. Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and then for some reason I fell asleep. The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
so...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? Told you, someone's trying to set me up. The secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me? Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to buy every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket. Dots.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, you have to give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Yasuhiro's account has been added to the truth bullets. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right, I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Do you have a second? Do you want to talk to me now? I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Dots. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? I do mind!
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living. Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. You're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Dude! I'm so confused. Hi, Beepy. To my Beepy. I'd like to look in the rec room, if he said that's where he got knocked out at, and see if we can find the note. But I feel like I need to do this first. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding at the bodies. The Monokuma file is right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. I think she's a detective.
I see.
Makoto, I found something.
Hey.
You did? Remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said you had a watch?
Then.
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? Most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. Do you notice the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock? That would mean the watch was broken sometime just after
That's
6.
right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced through the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls?
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 o'clock last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch has been added to the truth.
however,
That's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Is that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue,
is that
does it?
right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
So
body.
then.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullets. So, did you find anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He had stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants?
Why is
Wait,
that?
so you... It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think about how it's stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. And note! Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the equipment room at 6 a.m. That's the same handwriting from the thing, too.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. And he was telling us the truth. Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. Here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that the note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Well, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
So...
Part of his note had been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. Aw, there's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? That's the note they gave to Taka before they murdered him.
Hey.
My sweet boy. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea. What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had been added to the truth bullet section.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them, so the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook. It is not time yet. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know yet.
Excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I'm not ready!
A bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
I'm not ready!
With no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
I don't know what to
See you
think!
soon!
Oh god. I haven't put it together yet. It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're
Shall we
right.
go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. I don't know! Lana, come on, going this way. There's no running away now. The red door. I have no choice but to go through it. No, I'm running this way. I've got to spend some stuff at the store. Frick. I have no choice. I'm gonna go out the front door. I don't know who killed them. I don't know. Everyone heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there.
Monokuma appears!
Hello, hello. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
It's not multiplication, it just looks like that because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Hey,
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Sure will. Okay then, shall we?
Please.
I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. I told you already I didn't do it for serious. This reminds me, did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but... how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
What if it was Hifumi and Celeste? And then Celeste killed Hifumi. So that way he wouldn't know? And then he's still protecting her and saying it's Hero because that's who they... This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two who lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... one of us. Someone right here. One of us. One of us. I took one last breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own and the steel box began to move. Fuck, man, I don't know! The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all of this, we couldn't go anywhere. Not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up into a cruel fate. Oh, it's new! When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed Clash trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. Oh, I don't know! And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly Clash trial. Yes, please. I feel like I'm gonna fuck up.